Hey guys, today I'm going to be starting a new project, stripping off the old weathering and putting new weathering on this Golden West Service High-Cube boxcar. I've already separated the shell from the chassis, so we can get right into taking off the old weathering. So now that it's reasonably clean, we're going to start the re-weathering process, which will be pretty interesting. So let me just focus my damn camera. There we go. But yeah, it's basically cleaned off, so let's start to do the re-weathering. Now the old weathering job on this is kind of not so good, so I'm going to just kind of redo it, and that's what this video is going to be about. So let's take it off for starters. So I'm just going to wipe off the weathering with like a wet paper towel, or toilet paper. So we'll just put that going there. Start to wipe off some of the fading. So you can already see it's looking very clean. Now we're gonna get a dry piece of toilet paper and just set it on there and just push it down and like blot up all the wetness and the moisture. Wipe it off. You can see that it looks pretty clean. We're going to repeat this process on the other side and on the roof and on the backs and the front and all that. So yeah. Okay, so I'm set up on a table now. I've got the shell and the chassis. I'm just going to move the chassis over here. It's time to start weathering. So I'm going to start with fading. And I'm sorry if the picture that you're seeing is backwards, like if you see that these graphics are backwards, but I'm having to film this in a strange way, so yeah. Let's get some of the light tan, very light tan pan pastel, so this color, and start fading the sides. Get some more. And you'll notice right now that it looks very, very heavy. Blow off some of the excess. And then I'll take a stiffer brush and blend it. Alright, and I'm actually going to use a... 1 second. I'm going to use a foam applicator from the Pan Pastels kit to get some of this color, and I'm just going to pick it up. This is the same color we've been using for the fading so far. And I'll apply some more. Just layer it on to your content, or if you're using a prototype photo, then layer it on to however it looks in the prototype photo. Me, I'm just freelancing this, so I don't really need to really pay attention to anything. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with some of that fading so far. Anyway, now we'll start moving on to the door, and for this I'll take this small brush, again get the white or light tan, and just get that all in there. I'll also get some more on the sides, because there's some spots where it didn't really, there's some spots on the sides where it didn't really get faded as much as the rest of the car. So I'm trying to kind of even that out. And then we'll take the blending brush and blend that all in. Just do all of that. So yeah, that's looking pretty good right now. So next up, I'll apply on some road dust. For this, I'll be using this color of Pan Pastel, which is kind of a nondescript grayish dirt color. I'll use this brush get some on there, and then over on the bottoms of the car, and kind of there like that, just spread it around like so. Then we'll blend it. Looks pretty good. Now we'll take a dark rust color, get some, and go around the very bottom and the corners of the car. So take it and then go like that. Just kind of and then we'll blend that. There we go. Looking pretty nice. So now we're going to move on to the roof. I'm just going to do some oxidization. So I'm going to get the whitish color and just spread it on there. Okay, scratch that. I'm going to use a bigger brush so that we can kind of just go like that. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm happy. Now I'll do the ends of the car. So I'm gonna start with this end, and I'm just gonna fade it like we did with the rest of the car. Just, oh yeah. There we go. That's looking pretty good. So let's do the other side. Sorry, there's a bunch of excess that's collecting all over. So we'll just, and like I said, this looks very heavy right now, but we can blow a lot of it off, and then we can blend it in also. So there's that end, and then there's that end, and I'm thinking this end needs some blending on it. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Now we have the other side of the car weathered. We're going to go back to the roof. Take this smallish brush and get some dark rust color, which is that color, and just kind of go on random spots on the roof. Kind of just go like that. Just, yeah, hit it in random spots, and I'm gonna keep doing this, and then blow off the excess, blend it with a blending brush. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna take some slightly brighter color of rust, and then layer it in some places for a different effect. Then just blend it in. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Now, let's take the chassis and just apply a big grime coat to the underneath. I'll take my blending brush, get some darkish, some very just dark brown color, and then I have a lot of it on there, and we'll just layer it in on the bottom. There we go. Looks really nasty and grimy. That's how we want it to look. Just, there we go. Now I'll weather the trucks with a little bit of, 1 second. Just blowing off a bunch of dust. When you use these, they create a lot of dust, and so I'm just blowing that off onto the floor. To weather the sides of the truck, side frames, I'm just going to use some white and some brown. So I'll take this color, like so, blow it off. There we go. It's got some nice contrast now. Same thing with this one. Now you can see all the details standing out. I'm also going to do it with these ones on on the other side. And I'm going to stop filming now because a family member. So now I'm going to try and do something that's going to be hard to get on camera. Weathering the couplers. I'll be using some bright rust pan pastel for this. So I'll get it on the brush using a small brush and then just generously coat the coupler in it. As you can see, let's zoom in. I cannot zoom in, but anyways. Yeah, it's hard to focus my camera on this, but I'm going to try and weather the couplers as best I can, and I'll come back. So now, for whatever reason, I couldn't really weather the couplers as good as I usually can on cars like this with Microtrains couplers. But, yeah, it didn't really take it that well, and so... yeah, don't know. But I'm going to reassemble the car. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. It looks really good. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a little... wanted to make a video like this for a while. So, yeah.